Everybody, I hope you're doing well. Listen, I wanted you to listen to the coach here, and we're going to have a quick video to talk about how there are some men who basically, and it's people, men and women, but we're going to talk about the men in this video. Some men who date specifically and only to humiliate and sometimes to manipulate. So, listen to what the coach says here, and then we're going to go into a quick story time. And here we go.
Sneaky way men manipulate women. Now, I call it the yes factor, and here's how it works. I get you to agree to a smaller request. For instance, I said, hey, would you pick me up something, bring it over to eat? Okay, or let me borrow your Netflix login. I don't have Netflix, and you agree to it. Well, what's really happening is I'm actually setting you up for a larger request. Now, this works because when people agree to something, what it's really saying is this is in alignment with my value system, with my belief system. I agreed to do this, so you know what? I'll agree to do that. It's called the yes factor because all I need to do is get you to start saying yes. I need you to be aware of this, y'all, so that you don't go down the road of manipulation or someone else. A sneaky way men manipulate women.
So he calls it the yes factor. And it's true. Start off small, then next thing you know, it may go in increments. So yeah, it started with something really small. For example, this young lady, she is in medical school, okay, which is not an easy feat. She's in medical school and she's dating an older man. One day the dude pops over. She's at home, and just home doing whatever. He pops over. They have a nice visit. Then he was like, "Oh, you know what? I was gonna go to the grocery store and pick up a few things." And she was like, "Yeah, you know what? I was gonna do that too." Okay, that was on my mind. I was thinking the same thing. So of course, they're dating. They go together. He's driving. They get to the grocery store, and he parks the car, turns the vehicle off, and instead of just getting out, he just looks at her. He just looking at her, staring at her, and of course, she's looking at him like, "We're getting out. What are we doing?" He says to her, "Look at you and look at me. You don't have your nails done or anything, and you're getting out like that. We're going to the we're going at the grocery store. So is there like a nail requirement? I've never seen it look like a bum. You don't have any makeup on. You need to go ahead and maybe try to spend more time with your appearance." Well, first of all, let's try this. If he felt that way, if the appearance looks so bad, and don't forget, he's already done the comparison of the look at you and look at me. So that right there, to me, he set a tone that he thinks that he looks better than you, that, you might be the downgrade. So he's already set the tone. That right there, that statement says a whole lot. But my thing is, if he felt that way, he knew what she looked like. No makeup, didn't have a pedicure. Who cares? He knew what she looked like when he popped over there, and he knew what she looked like when he said about going to the grocery store. So if he felt that way, he just should have gone by himself, and it wouldn't even be a fact of no, 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 no. Master manipulator. He specifically mentions that they agree to go together, and then you bring this out while they're there. I know then this man is not for her good. What he's trying to do is attack your physical. And when people attack you physically, being sometimes it's just worse, doesn't mean with hands. When people attack the physical, that leads to the mental. For you to think, oh, I better take better care of myself. It's time to go ahead and go, because that's going to be one small thing. And like you said, it starts with a small thing like, oh, okay, it could be the Netflix login, which people may do that. It could be that, but look, it's building up to something. This right here, by him saying that about her appearance, oh, you don't even have any makeup on, you don't have your pedicure. By him saying that about her appearance, again, if you felt that way, then why'd you even mention it going to the grocery store? If someone is like not looking appropriate, why would I mention where I'm going and then maybe kind of invite them, to put that out there. No, 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 no. This right here is all part of the plan. If he didn't want to be seen with her in public, she's a nice looking woman. If he didn't want to be seen with her in public, then why'd you go over there? He could have gone over there, had a visit, and just left, but he didn't. No, what he decided to do was go over there, visit, mention going to the grocery store. Even he's driving, and then he purposefully, in my opinion, yes, he purposely waits till they get there, and then when they get there, oh, he drops down the oh look at you bomb. Oh, so what he's trying to do is get her to, maybe you should focus on your looks more, as if that you're lacking something. Focus on your looks more, because then if you do that, let me guess, maybe you got to spend more time putting your makeup on every day. You're in medical school, you got to put your makeup on every day. Oh, maybe you need some clothing. You got to get your appearance going. No, what he's trying to do is to manipulate her to thinking as if something is wrong with her that she is lacking. So therefore, what she would then do is go ahead, spend more time on her physical, and guess what? Maybe, just maybe, that may then take away time from what she's really trying to accomplish, becoming a doctor. It's things like that that people may not see. No, people do this for real. This is here, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you wait there? And if their physical appearance is not meeting your standard, I'm still trying to understand, then why did he mention it? And then you said, "Oh, you're thinking the same thing." He could have said, "Yeah, but I'm gonna probably go later. That's one thing's on my to-do list," but he didn't. No, no, no. Why did he wait till he got there to come out with that? It's all by design. It is all by design. A master manipulator. See, a lot of people, they sit up here and they're dating other people. You don't know. Some people have hangups. This man, he could be a dude that's dated some woman. Oh, I thought she was going to be my wife. And then, she turned out, she went to medical school and we never did get married, yada, yada. A lot of men have issues, as all people do. All people can have issues, but do not be mistaken. There are some people out there that have issues that are unresolved. So what they want to do is a get back, not to the person that they feel harmed or hurt by. No, they'll find somebody new. So you got to be very careful. There are some people out there who will date only to manipulate. I said this is a whole nother meaning. If he can find some way to interfere with her goal of becoming a physician to slow her down, maybe slow her grades down. You don't think he will? This right here, it's like it doesn't make any sense. Why would he wait till he actually gets there? It's all by design. It is all by design. So yeah, you have to be very, very careful because unfortunately, those kind of people exist. And it'll start with something really small. You may think, oh, that's really nothing. Keep hanging around. You'll see. Oh, I don't think he really meant anything by it. Keep hanging around, you see. So you got to be on your cues. It's sad to say, in this environment that we're in, a lot of people date, not because they really want somebody meaningful in their lives, but there are people out there who will date to see who can they manipulate. You know, as I said before on the video that I uploaded, is he hanging around to bring you down? There are a lot of people out there, and it can be applicable to women as well. They want to date to see who they can manipulate. They do not have the person's best interest at heart, not at all. So yeah, what he said, I agree.
On the yes factor. And here's how it works. I get you to agree to a smaller request. For instance, I said, hey, would you pick me up something, bring it over to eat? Okay. Or let me borrow your Netflix login. I don't have Netflix, and you agree to it. Well, what's really happening is I'm actually setting you up for a larger request.
And so if he can get her to think, and the worst thing she could do in this case right here is to go ahead and say, oh, I'm going to start putting on more makeup when I go to the store. Man, bump all that. Because see, once you do that, you say yes to the initial request. Oh, guess what? Do not be surprised. It may continue. If you do that, he's going to be the winner. Hmm. He is going to be the winner. So that's what you don't want to do. He will be the winner guarantee. And next thing you know, it's going to be something else. And then you look up, this person is trying to change you. If they have to change you in order to be with you, it's just time to leave. So yeah, I thought about it. I'm just trying to understand. It makes no sense to me. Why would you even get in the car and drive all the way there, park the vehicle, stop, and then you're just looking at her and you make that comment? Look at you and look at me. You're critiquing her physical. He wants to slow her down, I do believe, knock her off her A game. Because why? The physical things that are said can affect the mental. You start thinking, oh, you know what? Maybe something is wrong with me. Or maybe I should do that. Be on the lookout for men that date only to manipulate. And I'm out.